So this is the last video. I think this is about 55. So 55-part series talking about audits. I think that's pretty appropriate considering it's almost 100 pages. But really the last thing, when you look at all these things you have to do, and it's probably overwhelming, there's a lot going on, where do you start? I believe that this is really the last thing that we put together here. So this is not only prioritized, but also has time allotments. So when you're going through and you identify all these issues, it's a lot to just like, where do I start? You know, how do I attack this? Which one's most important? You know, you want to do it all at once, but it's really not realistic if you have, especially a lot of issues. And really with this particular audit, we still came up with about 100 pages of content for the audit for a law firm that's doing quite well and was doing well before and just really could take things to the next level. So you can kind of see here, I'm not going to go through each thing because I've already dedicated videos to doing that. But you can kind of see, you know, where our head's at and how you kind of organize these things. Of course, plagiarism is a huge issue. Duplicated content has no value. It can lead to other issues you have SEO-wise and visibility-wise. It leads to cease and desist. It leads to a lot of issues. So, of course, we want to start that much sooner than later. That's why you also see at the end, video content, strategy and execution isn't one of our priorities. That's why we allow it to be a little bit later on, and we allocate a year for that. So you can kind of see here how long some of these things take. Give yourself the time that it takes to do it right, do it 100%, and just line it out based off of priority. And the way to really prioritize it is, I hate to say it's a little intuitive. I know what it is just based off doing this for so long, but you'll be able to know what needs to be done sooner than later based off kind of the gravity or weight of how I described it in the previous videos, kind of just like scaling that. And then really also just seeing how much of an issue it is for your firm. I mean, if you have no link building, of course, that's more of a strategy that needs to be done sooner or later. If you're not converting anything, you know, your high volume pages get tons of traffic and no leads, of course, that's a priority. A minor UX or user experience change might not be a priority, but you might knock it out first because it only takes a couple of weeks. So you're definitely going to allow yourself the ample time to do things correctly and prioritize it. And yeah, give yourself a year. And I'm sure by the end of the year, you do another audit and you'll be doing this all over again. So I hope you enjoy that. And I'm going to do one last video to sum these things up.